Hi, this video is on how to add something to our web page, particularly an image of something. This is the kindergarten registration poster. I'm going to go ahead and download it so that I can open it in Publisher. And the thing is, we can't post Publisher or even a PDF in the middle of the web page. So we have to turn it into an image first. So here we have the PDF of the kindergarten registration. So we have to change it into a image. So I'm going to see if it will do it right through Publisher. So I'm going to go to More Commands, and I'm going to go and add Save As to my list of commands. I don't use Publisher very often, if at all. So I'm going to try to use Save As and see if it'll change it straight to an image, and it will. I'm going to change it to a JPEG. And then I'm going to hit save, and hopefully I've got in that folder now a poster that's just an image of that, and that is something that we can post on the web page. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to the web page and show you how to post the image itself to the web page. I'm going to go ahead and open it up in Firefox because it works a little better in Firefox, and I'm going to go to our website. Now, normally we only keep things out there for, too many dots, for a couple weeks in the middle of the web page. You can see there's nothing there that users can see now. But we can go ahead and get it ready, and we can go ahead and post it, and then we can hide it and make it visible later, or we can make it visible now. Since there's nothing else on the page, I don't see why that would be a big deal. However, if something else big happens that we want to put in the middle of the page, we would hide this until such time as it becomes more relevant, because this isn't happening for a couple months, but there's no reason not to put it in there now. So the first thing we have to do is log in, and we just log in using our National Trail username and password. And if you have authority on this page, which all the school secretaries do, then you're able to edit that. You could say, here's the graduation stream, it's hidden, no one even knows it's there, and next year when we start live streaming, it'll say National Trail graduation 2018. So we leave that up there just so we can use it again, and then we're going to add this down below these things. So we're going to turn editing on over here on the left hand side, and we're going to add something down here at the bottom, which really will fill up the entirety of the page. So I'm going to say add an activity or resource. Really, the things that we add are resources down here on the web page. We don't do activities on the website, but it's still Moodle. So if you wanted to add a link, you could say add a link to the file. If you wanted to add a folder like we have over here with all the registration forms in one place, that's a folder. If you want to make a page that they click on, it opens the whole page, that's a page. And if you want to link to a specific place, that's a URL. We're going to do a label if we want it in the middle of the page. So we're going to add a label, and what a label is that whole center point. So to add a picture, I have to click right here, and then I have the picture tool show up. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't need to hit that. Picture tool is right here. So I'm going to hit the picture tool to add an image, and then I'm going to upload it. So I'm going to hit Browse Repository, I'm going to hit Browse, I'm going to go to that folder where I just made that image. And there's that poster, and then I'm going to upload the file. Now, when I go to upload, I have to put description in here. I'm just going to put KG poster. I can hit description not necessary, but really whenever we post something, we want to avoid doing that because that makes it non-ADA compliant. So if somebody comes and checks to see whether ADA compliant, as long as we have words for every picture, we are. So we're going to leave that like that. This is going to be way too big. I'm going to go ahead and leave it the way it is and show you what I mean. This website is really about that wide for a normal screen, and if I turn editing off, I can go and see what it looks like. In fact, I'm going to log out so you can see what I mean. The picture is, well, it looks like it auto-size to the screen. Let's see how that works. Oh, the new Moodle auto-sizes the photo. Oh, I'm so impressed. Okay, so I guess that's fine. So the bigger the screen somebody has, the more likely they are that it's going to just change the size of the picture. If they're on a phone, they're not going to be able to read it anyway. So that's fine. Now, so we've got the poster there. We're going to leave it just like that for now. If we have something else that somebody wants to put on there, we may hide it for a little while, but right now I don't think there's any reason to do that because there's nothing else on the page. The other thing is that we might want to do is when we've got the registration form, add a link to the registration form itself. Obviously, we're going to put those into the elementary school folder someplace. We've got two class lists here. They should be all in the same thing. Oh, that one's hidden. That's where the current ones are. Probably can delete that one. If we wanted to add a link to it, I'm going to go show you how to do that so that you know how to do that. I'm going to make a faux form, which isn't really the kindergarten registration form, although I'll bet you there's an old one here I could probably download. Here's the 1718 enrollment form. I'm going to go ahead and save that to show you how to do that. So I'm going to drop that in my delete folder. Oops, wrong one. It's where I just kind of throw stuff temporarily. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. To add a file right underneath this, if we wanted to make it so they could link on it, we could just go add an activity or resource and then say add a file and then click add, and then we could add the, I'm just gonna, it's not the real form. And then all we do is drop the form right there, so I could go back to that same spot and just drag that enrollment form right there and hit save and return to course. And now underneath that picture, we're going to have a link right there that they could click on to open up the kindergarten enrollment forms. And obviously this is last year's, so I'm going to go and delete that because I hate to have them go into the wrong one. Also, when it's time to upload that, the other thing I would say would be to make sure you get it over here in this one as well. To do that, we just click on it, hit edit, and now I have the ability to drop it in here and to delete the one that's currently there, which we would obviously want to delete the old enrollment forms and put in the new ones, and then you just hit save when you're done, and it'll go there. That's all it takes. Like I said, you can hide and unhide these things. If these old enrollment forms, you want to get rid of these because these are from last year, we certainly can. All you have to do is delete, although I think they're still being used for students that are still registering, so probably a good idea to leave those on there for now. And some of these things probably maybe past their time when they should move over to the menu on the side instead of being in the center of the web page, because we normally just put new and things that people need to see right now. But like I said, nothing else is going on right now. There's no book fairs or anything else in the middle, so why not just leave it there. That's all it is to add items to the website. Oh, and when you're done, you can just turn editing off. And you're still going to see these hidden things. If, by the way, you want to see what it looks like to someone else, you can switch your view to the view of a current user as well, just to see what that looks like. Or, in my case, it's just as easy to log out and see what the page looks like from there. And that's it for editing the web page.